Today we're in West Columbia for a special episode of Woofs and Whiskers at Final Victory Animal Rescue. Joining us is Michael, the general manager, to tell us more about the mission. Michael, thanks so much for having us.
Thank you guys for having us. We're always happy to be here. Mike is some puppy time.
As soon as the cameras came on, I mean, just came to life.
Yeah.
So tell us about this little guy.
So this is one of our beagle puppies. We actually have 4 of them. They came to us, a guy surrendered them to us, the 4 of them. They are, I guess, technically up for adoption at this time, but also not available as we're going through and getting them medically set up. We're treating them for a skin condition right now, but they're right about 8 to 9 weeks old, and so they're getting ready to go to their adopted homes. And they're just sweet as can be. They're some of the cutest dogs that we've had in quite a long time.
So tell us a little bit about the mission of Final Victory. When did it get started?
Yeah.
What do you do?
So we started in 2017. Katie, our founder, started it. She was down here working with rescues, and kind of just wanted to make a change and create Final Victory. And so she created Final Victory. I got started here in January 2021. I had been fostering through Columbia Animal Services, and Katie had a facility shut down and then reopened actually in September 2020. They needed some fosters, and I was kind of sent over there as a loner foster. I ended up fostering 2 sets of dogs, and then I needed a new job senior year of college, and so I applied as a kennel tech, and I started as a kennel tech, and since there it's kind of just blossomed. I mean, it's a great job to have, and it's very easy to get sucked into, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm sure. It's so rewarding too. So tell us about how many dogs you have right now.
So we typically have on hand anywhere from 80 to 100 adoptable dogs in our care. That includes both at facility, in foster care, and in foster to adopts. So it varies, but we'll have more when the shelters need us to have more, and if we have less because we got a lot adopted, that's awesome as well. But it feels wrong to have empty kennels, so we try to stay at capacity, or if not over capacity.
Absolutely. And you do have cats as well, so tell us about that program.
So our cat program, we don't really have the space at our facility per se to have cats, so it's more of a foster-based program. So the more cat fosters we get, the happier we are, because we can bring in more cats and help get more cats adopted. But just like our dogs, we get them adopted. Most of them actually end up going up north.
Okay.
But we have anywhere from 10 to 15 cats at any given time.
Wow. So for someone who maybe thinks, oh, I want a pet, but I'm not sure if it's the right fit, or I'm not sure if I'm ready for a pet, you do have foster to adopt.
Yes. So our program, that's the microphone. So our program is, actually a lot of places are doing it now, but we have the ability. So let's say you are interested in adopting, but you're not ready for it yet. You don't know if you're ready for it. It's going to be your first time dog. Not only do you get paired up with an adoption processor who's going to go through and figure out that, hey, this dog's the best possible fit. It's what you're looking for. The dog you initially applied for, they might be a little bit too crazy for you. So this is the dog that we would go for. You love that dog, you come here, you meet that dog, and then we set you up with foster to adopt, which is a 10 to 14 day period of time, so that you can take the dog home, give it time to settle in and decompress, because that's a major thing, is a lot of people don't realize that it takes the dogs a little bit of time to decompress after they come out of shelters. So it gives them time to decompress a little bit, make sure that you're seeing the dog's true activity level, seeing the dog's true behaviors per se, and then it allows you to make sure that, let's say you're at work for 2 weeks and you're coming home every single day and you just don't have time for the dog, then you're not committed to the dog at that time. Or if you find out that, hey, this dog's perfect, I love it, then you come in and you finalize the adoption, get all of our vet paperwork, and it helps us out a lot, because even if you decide that, hey, this dog is not the dog for me, we're able to at least have the dog out of the facility for a little bit, learn about it in a foster home, get better photos of it in a foster home, and it just helps the dogs be not in the facility.
One thing I love about Final Victory is that it seems like you are involved in several community events around town. So tell us a little bit more about your involvement in the community.
Yeah, so we're really just trying to become a community organization. The more that we can do for the community, the more it benefits, and the more groups that you get involved, the more you can benefit the community. So we work with a couple different groups and partners. We have a couple corporate sponsorships, and we're always trying to get more sponsorships. They help us out by donating either time or money or supplies that we need as a rescue. But we work with like Market on Main. We do our first Thursday with them, where we take adoptable dogs out there. We work with Tin Roof for events over there, so we actually do our Stuff the Sleigh event each year where we bring adoptable dogs down there. I remember last year, not only did we get 3 dogs adopted at that event, but we actually, one of our dogs got adopted. They came, they thought that they were gonna pick it up the next day, and then as they were driving, they just could not stop thinking about her. Came back, picked the dog up from there, and we were actually able to go pull a dog from a shelter. Instead of coming back over to the facility, we just went to the shelter and said, hey, this is another dog that we can rescue. Pulled it, got it over there. She got interest that day, went into a foster home the next day from that event. And actually ended up going up to, I believe it was Canada where she was adopted to.
Wow.
So we adopt all the way up the East Coast into Canada. And that's been helping us out a lot too. But no, the biggest thing is just creating a community environment. I can't do this without your help. You can't do this without our help. That's the main goal, and it's really a community-based problem. It's our community. We have too many stray dogs here, and without community support, without community, coming together, we really can't solve it.
And speaking of helping out the rescue, if someone's looking to donate, what are some items that you're looking for?
So, we like to say that we will take anything and everything. Worst comes to worst, we'll throw it in the dumpster for you. But, we specifically need really any dog-related item, food, toys, leash collars, harnesses, all that good stuff. We use linens, blankets, sheets, pillow cases, everything like that, because all of our dogs get nice comfy beds at night. We always use cleaning supplies. We do lots of deep cleaning in here, so the more supplies that we can get, bleach, Lysol, stuff like that, we use that. But we're always looking for anything and everything. We're looking for childhood play houses for your backyard that we can put in the dog pen so that they can have something to play in during the day. Kiddie pools, we go through kiddie pools like crazy. The dogs love to swim in it, the dogs sleep in them. So we have a large variety of items that we use, but it's all on our website. Our website has a lot of the main things that we need, ways that people can help us, whether it's volunteering, whether it's donating. Our website's been really helpful.
Wonderful. And are you looking for volunteers?
Yes. So we always need volunteers, whether that be fosters, whether that be on-site volunteers, off-site volunteers. So if you go onto our website, you can fill out the volunteer form. There's 20 different types of volunteering we have, which is a lot. We have on-site volunteers who come here and they help walk dogs, bathe dogs, clean out the kennels, give the dogs social interaction. We have off-site volunteers when we go to events. We need people to help us bring dogs there. The more dogs we have, the more exposure the dogs can get. So we always want people to come, hang out with the dogs. Fostering is huge. That is probably our biggest necessity because we're able to get dogs out of the shelter and into foster homes, learn about them, get great photos, and just give the dogs a good home until they potentially get out of there. But we're always open for volunteering. We have group events that we do, so we have groups contact us and they bring 15, 20 people in to volunteer. We've gone to events, like yesterday I was on Green Street at the university with Zeta Tau Alpha, one of the sororities, as they were doing their fundraising philanthropy event. So we had a couple dogs out there, and so we're always looking for volunteers.